Hello, boys and girls. In this YouTube video, we're going to be learning about perimeter. It's our new skill, and perimeter is really the distance around a shape. We study geometry first before we explore perimeter because it is part of the study of shapes. So let's look at our learning target. The top of our page says we can explore perimeter is the distance around a shape. This is lesson 13 problem set, by the way. So what does that mean, the distance around a shape? Well, I'm going to show you. I'm going to get my highlighter feature here, and I'm going to trace this with my highlighter. The distance around the first shape is what I'm tracing with my highlighter. You can trace it with your pencil. You can trace it with your finger. That is the perimeter of that shape. If we are looking at the area of the shape, remember the area is the inside. Okay, it's what the shape covers. So this would be the area. Green would be the area, and pink is the perimeter. I like to think of maybe a football field, and if you ran around the edge of that rectangular football field, that would be the perimeter. You would be running around the perimeter of the football field. Let's say somebody had to go mow the football field and make sure the grass was nice and short so somebody could paint the lines on it. They would be mowing the area of the football field, or the inside. So those are two different geometric measurements, and it's important for us to understand both of them. I think you'll find perimeter pretty easy. I'm going to clear my highlighting there, and we'll go ahead and start with our first shape. Our first shape is a polygon because it's closed and has straight sides. It has four sides, so we call it a quadrilateral, and because it has four right angles here in the corners, square corners, it is a rectangle. And what do we know about rectangles? Oh, we know the opposite sides are equal, which is the case here. 8 inches and 8 inches on the top and bottom, and 3 inches and 3 inches on the left and right. Now, in order to find the perimeter of a shape, we write a number sentence, and they have our first number sentence done for us. P, which stands for perimeter, equals 3 inches plus 8 inches plus 3 inches plus 8 inches. Notice they're adding four numbers because our shape has four sides. And that's how perimeter works. You have to add all the sides so you find the distance around the shape. Now, when I get ready to add these, I can add them in whatever order I want. To show you what I'm thinking, I'm going to put parentheses around the 3 inches and the 8 inches like this. Now, I've showed you how Mrs. Reed's mind is working. And 3 inches plus 8 inches gives me 11 inches. And then 3 inches plus 8 inches gives me 11 inches again. And 11 plus 11 would give me 22. So the perimeter of our first shape is 22 inches. Notice all of my numbers are dressed up. So dressing up your numbers is really important with perimeter, just like it was for area. Let's move on to B. Okay. B, again, is a polygon, closed shape with straight sides. It has four sides, so it is a quadrilateral. It has four right angles, and all the sides are equal. So this shape is called a square. Because it has four sides, we're going to add four numbers to get the perimeter. So again, I'm going to start with maybe my top side. Doesn't really matter which one I start with because they are all four. So go ahead and fill in your number sentence. Okay. Squares are easy to find the perimeter of because you're writing the same number 4 times. All right, when I go to solve this, I have a couple ways I can do it. I can think that's repeated addition, right? So 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 would be the same as 4 groups of 4. And so I could say 4 times 4, and then I could skip count by 4 times. 4, 8, 12, 16. So the perimeter of this shape is 16 centimeters. Okay, that was easy. Let's go on to shape C. Shape C is a triangle. It's a polygon because it has straight sides and is closed, but this one only has 3 sides. So you can look at the number sentence they gave us, and sure enough, they have 3 blanks, 1 blank for each of the 3 sides. Go ahead and fill those in for the sides that you see there. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you what I'm thinking. I'm going to add the 11 and 9 together because 11 and 9 make 20, and that's a nice friendly number. And after I have my 20, then it's easy to just add 6 to it. So 20 plus 6, that's right, would give us 26 centimeters. Okay, let's go to the next shape. Again, a four-sided polygon. Four-sided polygons are called quadrilaterals. This only has one set of parallel sides, so it is called a trapezoid. And notice it doesn't have any right angles. These are larger than a right angle, and these are smaller than a right angle. Because it has four sides, we'll have four numbers in our number sentence to find the perimeter. So go ahead and fill those in. And I'm going to give you a minute to try to find your answer for that. And just a helpful hint, boys and girls, when I find the perimeter of a shape, I start with one side and I just go around the shape in a clockwise direction and pick up the lengths of each side. So that made 5 meters plus 9 meters plus 15 meters plus 7 meters. And if you added those, now what I would do here is I would put my 15 and 5 together because that again makes a friendly number of 20. Then I can put my 9 and 7 together, which makes 16. And then I end up adding 20 and 16, which gives us 36 meters. Hopefully that's what you got. And if you didn't, hopefully I cleared up your misunderstanding there. All right, shape E, it's our last shape we have to find the perimeter on this side. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. It's a five-sided polygon, which we would call a pentagon. All right, they put 5 blanks in our number sentence to find the perimeter because 1 blank to represent each side. So go ahead and fill those in and find your perimeter, and I'll be just a couple steps behind you. Okay, and once you have it filled in, go ahead and get your total. Okay, I redid mine because I didn't go around in a clockwise motion, and I want them to represent the sides in that clockwise motion. So we had 9 and 2, 2 and 9, and 3 in our number sentence. So if I put parentheses around the 9 and the 2 to show that that is what I'm adding first, 9 and 2 is 11. And then it's 2 and 9, which also makes 11. So I've got 11 plus 11, which is 22, plus 3 more would give me a total of 25 inches. All right, boys and girls, so perimeter is actually a pretty easy skill. You really just need to know how to add, and you just have to be very careful when you copy your side lengths from your shape into your number sentence that starts with P, and to remember to dress up your numbers. I'm going to clear all this information, and you can go on to the second side of your paper. Okay. Perimeter is a real life skill, so they've given us a real life word problem and to allow us to use that skill of perimeter. It says Alan's rectangular swimming pool is 10 meters long and 16 meters wide. What is the perimeter? So when I look at this, they did draw me a nice rectangle already. If they didn't, I would have drawn a rectangle for my read, draw, write. And they labeled the short sides 10 meters and the long sides 16 meters. Remember, opposite sides on a rectangle are equal, and that allows us to fill all of them in. So it is a four-sided polygon, which is a quadrilateral. It is a rectangle because it has 4 right angles. My number sentence to find my perimeter will have 4 numbers in it. So I can write P equals, and I'm going to start with the top side. So I'm going to write 16 meters, and then I'm going to add the next side, which is 10 meters. And then I will add the next side, which is 16 meters. And then the last side, which is another 10 meters. And then I'm going to let you go ahead and work that out. Okay, now what I did was I added 16 and 10 together, and I put parentheses around just to show that, and the other 16 and 10. And each time I added the 16 and 10, I got 26. So 26 plus 26 gave me a total of 52 meters. And a word problem is not complete until I write my target sentence. So what is the perimeter? The shape, the perimeter is 52 meters. And that's it, boys and girls, for perimeter. Shows you how easy it is to solve a word problem involving perimeter. Let's look at number 3. It says Lila measures each side of the shape below. So the first thing I want to do is see how many sides it has. So the other one was pretty evident. There was 4, but I've got 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 sides to the shape. So when I'm finding the perimeter, my number sentence will have 5 numbers in it. So I'm going to go ahead and write my number sentence. P equals, and I'm going to start with this side right here, the 4 inches. You can start with whatever side you want. And I'm going to go in a clockwise motion. So we got 4 inches plus 2 inches plus 3 inches plus 6 inches. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I still need one more side. My last side is 9 inches. And I'll give you a minute to add those up and see what you come to. All right, when I look at these numbers, I'm going to put my 4 and 6 together because they make a nice friendly number of 10. All right, and then I'll add the 2 and 5 and get, or 2 and 3 and get 5. So now I've got 10 and 5 is 15. And then I have to add 9 more. So 15 plus 9 gives me 24. So the perimeter is 24 inches. And then last but not least, I really should write a TS for this. So right below here, I'm going to write the perimeter of the shape is. And now I have a nice redraw right for that word problem. They did supply the picture, but I wrote the number sentence and the target sentence. All right, last question. Lila says the shape is a pentagon. Is she correct? Explain why or why not. So they're having us review a little geometry here. So again, go back and count our sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5-sided shape. We had 5 numbers in our number sentence to find the perimeter. So it's a 5-sided shape called a pentagon. Yes, it is. Pent means 5. So when I answer this question, is she correct? I will say, yes, she is correct. And it needs me to explain. And so I will write, I know because a pentagon has 5 sides and my shape has 5 sides. Now you can certainly write it in other words, but you just want to show that yes, it is a pentagon and explain how you know, knowing that pentagons have 5 sides. And that's it for lesson 13 problem set, boys and girls. We will do some more practice tomorrow, and you'll have an exit ticket to show me what you know as well. Thanks for joining me.